Good evening, everyone. My name is Joanne Lagonde. I am the principal of Dodd Middle School, and I'd like to welcome you to our 8th grade parent meeting. This evening, we have with us a full team, members of Dodd Middle School, as well as the high school. Mr. Porciello?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I am Mr. Porciello, Assistant Principal at Dodd Middle School. Once again, we'd like to thank you for taking the time out to join us this evening on a very informative night.
Good evening. I'm Emma Perdomo. I'm the Director of Guidance, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you a lot of information on all of the good things the high school has to offer. Mr. Campiglia, you're on mute.
Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. Again, my name is Mr. Campiglia, one of the assistant principals at the high school. I want to welcome all of you to a very informative evening.
Hi, good evening. My name is Josh Levitt. I'm the Social Studies Chairperson and a facilitator for the dual enrollment programs at the high school. And I look forward to talking to you today about some of the things that we have to offer for you guys coming into 9th grade.
So awesome. And with us, we have our technology person, our Director of Technology with us, Mr. Alex Pecora. Thank you so much for always coordinating these evenings and these webinars. Without you, I'm not sure how we would do. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, Ms. Lagonde.
Okay, so this evening will be really a conversation about your transition and your children's transition to the high school. We know that we've already held some student orientations. However, this evening you will learn a little bit more about different programs that are being offered at the high school, along with what we're planning to do with the end of the year festivities at Dodd Middle School. As you know, we are in the midst of a pandemic. We're all living through it. So thank you so much for your patience, your cooperation, your collaboration. We are living in uncertain times. So what does this mean for us? We would love to honor every single important event in our children's lives. And so when we talk about the yearbook, let's talk about that first. Thank you so much for all of the parents and all of the children who were on remote, who came in to take their yearbook pictures. We will be having a makeup day. We will send that information out to you. If you did not have an opportunity to take a yearbook picture to come into the building, please be sure to send us an email and to look out for the makeup day that will be in April. If for whatever the reason is, you are unable to make up that day, right? We are asking for you to submit a picture of your child, us to include that picture in the yearbook. This is such a memorable year for them. We want to make sure that each child is honored. In addition to that, there are several things that are happening. National Honor Society, we're in the midst of the application for National Honor Society, and really those applications should have been submitted already. Please, please, please encourage your child to complete the application, communicate with Ms. Martinez. Ms. Martinez is our coordinator, and email us, email myself, email Mr. Porciello, and let us know how you're doing with the application. A component of the application is service, community service, but believe it or not, some students are doing service right in the building. They're doing service with their families. They're doing service with different teachers. And so we are offering them opportunities to make up that service. The National Honor Society ceremony, right now it is scheduled to be held in April. However, we are looking to see what the future will bring, meaning that what will the governor say, what is going to happen in terms of relaxing any social distancing rules, or and to ensure that whatever the festivities are, if we're holding them in person, are we holding them primarily virtually, live virtually, all of those things are in the discussion. So as we discuss how we're holding these end of year events, let's also discuss the moving up ceremony that will be coming up. The moving up ceremony certainly will be held in June. Again, June is a long way away, but June is a very short way away. And I say that to say we really are uncertain about how we will celebrate the students moving up ceremony. Are we doing a virtual? Are we doing live? In a combination of all of those things. Last year, we held a beautiful parade around Freeport, car parade. We went through the different streets, and we also had a virtual ceremony. We're planning the same, keeping in mind what the rules will be for large gatherings in the state of New York. So this is really beyond us. in terms of the decision about large gatherings, but we'd like to keep all of you informed of how we're moving forward. Many of you may have heard as well that Fridays, we will be welcoming, starting March 19th, we will be welcoming our hybrid students into the building on Fridays in a rotating basis. What does that mean? That means the very first Friday, cohort A will be in attendance if you are a hybrid student, and then the following Friday, cohort B, and we'll be rotating until further notice. More information will be coming to you in your email. If you have not signed up for Parent Portal, please, please, please do so. If you have not signed up to receive email and text notification, please do so, because this is really an easy way for us to continue to communicate with you as we plan the end of year events. So we are right there at that, like, you know, more than halfway mark as your children, your child will be moving through the middle school into the high school. What an important you know, transition that they're making. And I'm just so incredibly happy to have our high school colleagues here who are ready to welcome your children and really to really expose you and expose them to all of the amazing activities that exist at the high school. So Ms. Perdomo, if you would just translate a little bit of what I just shared. Muchas gracias. Buenos tardes, todos los mundos. Ms. Perdomo will be translating a bit of what I just shared and go into her presentation. Again, thank you so much for attending this evening.
Ok, la señora Legande le está dando la bienvenida a todos los estudiantes y a los padres durante esta transición que van a hacer de la escuela de Dodd a la escuela secundaria de Freeport. Esta noche van a tener la oportunidad de oír mucha información sobre todos los programas que se ofrecen y los eventos del fin del año que van a suceder en la escuela de Dodd. Estamos en medio de una pandemia, como todos nosotros sabemos, y esto hace los tiempos muy difíciles, pero todavía estamos planeando para mover con todo lo que tenemos planeado. Primeramente, el recordatorio o el yearbook. Si su estudiante todavía no se ha sacado la foto para ese libro, pueden todavía tomarse la foto, pueden enviar un mensaje pidiendo otra cita, o si tienen una foto que quisieran entregar, también pueden mandar la foto que tienen de su hijo o hija y se incluiría en el recordatorio. También están planeando para tener la Sociedad Nacional. Pueden entregar todas las aplicaciones con la señora Martínez, que está encargada de ese evento. Hay un concepto de servicio comunitario y hay muchas oportunidades para que los estudiantes hagan ese tipo de servicio. Si tienen alguna pregunta, por favor, solamente tienen que comunicarse con la escuela de Dodd y ellos le pueden ayudar. La ceremonia va a ser en abril, pero puede cambiar dependiendo de lo que el gobernador decida. Eso todavía puede ser en persona o virtual, se va a decidir más tarde. La ceremonia de graduación va a ser en junio y igual todavía no estamos ciertos si va a ser en vivo o si va a ser virtual. Pero toda esa información se va a compartir con las familias cuando salga y los vamos a tener todo listo. Empezando el 19 de marzo, los estudiantes que están asistiendo a la escuela 2 días pueden regresar los viernes también. Se van a turnear mientras el grupo A y el grupo B. Una semana el grupo A viene los viernes y el otro semana el grupo B. Y esos van a comenzar el 19 de marzo. Ellas le urge que si no se han registrado para el portal de padres, que por favor se registren. Es muy importante que hagan eso también. Y está muy alegre compartir toda esta información con ustedes.
Wow, that was beautiful, Ms. Perdomo. Thank you so much.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so tonight I will be sharing a lot of information about ninth grade scheduling and what you could expect when your child comes up to the high school. I'm going to start with a brief overview of the graduation requirements. In order to graduate, one credit of art or music, 2 credits of physical education, a half a credit in electives for a total of 22 credits. All of the students that enter Freeport High School are scheduled to receive a Regents Diploma with advanced designation. And as we go through the years, if we need to adjust that in any way, they would still be eligible for a Regents Diploma. Counselors meet with students every year to review their 4-year plans to discuss their credits and the exams that they need. In addition to the 22 credits, students will also have to pass required state assessments. The Regents examinations that they will need to complete are the English Regents, 3 Algebra Regents, the Global History Regents, US History Regents, Earth Science, and Living Environment, and the checkpoint B in the world language that they're taking. This is the same concept. We expect them to graduate with the advanced designation diploma, but in the event that they don't, they could still graduate with the Regents Diploma, provided that they pass the 5 Regents exams that you see: English, Algebra, Global, US, and 1 Science exam. Todos los estudiantes van a tener que completar con 22 créditos para graduarse. Los estudiantes son programados para cumplir con el diploma Regentes avanzado. Van a necesitar tomar 4 años de inglés, 4 años de estudios sociales, 3 créditos de matemáticas, 3 créditos de ciencia, 3 créditos de idioma extranjero, 1 crédito de arte o música, medio crédito de salud, 2 créditos de educación física y 1 crédito y medio de electivos. En el evento que no puedan cumplir los requisitos para el diploma de regentes avanzado, todavía pueden graduarse con un diploma de regentes. Sample 9th grade schedule. Students will have 9 periods during the day. They will be able to take their English class, social studies, math, a science, either a physical education or a science lab, world language, lunch, and 2 electives or support classes. And the support classes could be in form of a reading workshop, a writing workshop, or a double period of math, whatever it is that your child requires. No, I'm sorry. That's like a little mixed up. Las explicaciones de los exámenes de regentes requeridos. Perdonen. Pero también en adición de los 22 créditos que se tienen que completar, se van a tener que pasar ciertos exámenes. Regentes de inglés, 3 regentes de diploma de matemáticas para el diploma avanzado, regentes de historia mundial y el de historia de gobierno, 2 regentes de ciencia, y el examen de idioma extranjero es requerido para el diploma de regentes avanzado. Si no pueden pasar todos esos exámenes, todavía pueden graduarse con el diploma de regentes pasando los 5 exámenes, el de inglés, 1 de matemáticas, 2 de estudios sociales y 1 de ciencia. Currently, teachers are recommending students for their 9th grade courses, and course selections will be available on the parent portal in March for your perusal. This is why it's important. If you have not yet registered for the parent portal, please do so. Changes to course selections can be made at that time. Please note that these are merely course selections and they're not the schedules. Schedules will be done in August. Un ejemplo de un horario de noveno grado va a consistir de 9 periodos. Un periodo de inglés, uno de estudios sociales, uno de matemáticas, uno de ciencia, un periodo, un día educación física y el otro el laboratorio de ciencia, un periodo de lengua mundial, almuerzo y 2 clases de electiva o de apoyo. La clase de apoyo pueden hacer en lectura o pueden hacer un doble periodo de matemáticas. Actualmente los maestros están recomendando a los estudiantes de octavo grado para sus clases de cursos básicos que van a tomar en noveno grado. Las selecciones de curso estarán disponibles en el portal para padres en marzo para su reviso. Si pueden realizar cambios en ese momento. So students will have the option of going into English 9 Regents or English 9 Honors. Students wishing to enroll in the honors level class must have an average of 90 or better to enroll in the course. And students currently in their honors course must maintain a minimum of 85 average to remain in the honors program. For social studies, students will have the option to go into Global History 9 or World History 9 Honors. The World History 9 Honors class is a preparatory course for AP World History. AP techniques and essay writing are emphasized in this course, and students will complete the first 2 frames of the AP curriculum. This course requires a teacher recommendation, above average writing skills, and a minimum 8th grade honors class grade of 85. If students wish to enter this course from a Regents exam, there is a minimum grade point average of 90 or better that is required. Para la clase de inglés, los estudiantes van a tener la opción de tomar inglés 9 o inglés 9 honores. Los estudiantes que deseen inscribirse en el curso de nivel de honores deben tener un promedio de 90 o más para inscribirse en el curso. Los estudiantes que actualmente están en un curso de honores deben mantener un promedio mínimo de 85 para permanecer en el programa de honores. En los cursos de estudios sociales, los estudiantes van a tener la oportunidad de elegir la clase de Historia Global 9 o Historia Mundial 9. La clase de Historia Mundial de noveno grado es un curso preparatorio para Historia Mundial AP. Las clases de AP le dan la oportunidad de tomar créditos universitarios mientras están en la escuela secundaria. Esta clase requiere una recomendación de maestro y las habilidades de escritura superior. Van a tener que tener un promedio de 85 en su curso de octavo grado. Y si solicita de una clase de regentes, una recomendación de maestro y calificación mínima de 90 o mejor es necesario. 8th grade classes for math go directly into Algebra 1. And the 8th grade classes, the honors classes, are either going to go into Geometry Regents, Geometry Honors, or if your student is currently in Geometry, they will go into Algebra 2 Regents or Algebra 2 Honors. All of these classes end in a Regents exam, necessary for graduation. For science, the students will go into either Living Environment Regents or Living Environment Honors. The 8th grade honors classes will go directly into chemistry. All science classes are accompanied by a lab for a total of 1.5 periods. The lab components are necessary in order to sit for the Regents exams in June. Las clases de octavo grado van directamente a la clase de álgebra en matemáticas. Los estudiantes que están tomando clase de honores van a ir a la clase de geometría, o si están en geometría ahora, van a ir a la clase de álgebra 2. Para ciencia, los estudiantes van a inscribirse en el curso de entorno de vida y las clases de honores de 8º grado van a elegir la clase de química. Todas las clases de ciencia están acompañadas de un laboratorio que es necesario completar para tomar los regentes en junio. Students will have the option to choose between French, Spanish, or native language Spanish. 3 credits of Spanish and the checkpoint B, are required for the Advanced Regents Diploma. Students will also need 1 credit of art or music. For music, we offer Music in Our Lives, concert band, concert chorus, and freshman orchestra. And for art, studio art, creative crafts, design and drawing for production. And we recommend that students try to complete this graduation requirement during their freshman year. En la escuela secundaria se ofrece francés, español, idioma nativo español. Se requieren 3 créditos de un idioma extranjero y el examen de Checkpoint B para obtener un diploma de regentes avanzado. También se requiere un crédito de arte o música. Se ofrecen varios cursos, como pueden ver, y nosotros recomendamos que completen este curso durante el 9º grado porque es necesario para graduarse. As you can see, we offer a host of technology electives, anywhere from production systems to computer-aided design, animation, design, and drafting. Students will be able to take their technology electives beginning in 9th grade all the way to 12th grade. Negocios y tecnología. Nosotros tenemos varios cursos que se ofrecen en el departamento de tecnología y también en el departamento de negocios. Como pueden ver, los estudiantes pueden empezar a tomar estos cursos en el 9º grado y terminar en el décimo porque ofrecemos tantos cursos. El señor Levitt, Mr. Levitt is going to speak about the dual enrollment program.
Thank you so much, Ms. Perdomo. Thank you all for having me here this evening. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a very exciting program that we offer at the high school. Our dual enrollment program is a partnership between the high school and SUNY Farmingdale. The program gives the students starting in their freshman year an opportunity to gain college credit while attending Freeport High School. The courses that they are in, starting with Global History 9, they will have the option to pay a $75 course fee. This course fee will then be put towards earning those college credits. The college credits will follow them along their high school career. And by the time they leave the high school, we've had students earn as many as 30 to 33 college credits. That's about a year's worth of college done before you leave the high school. Some of the courses that we offer, you can see here on this chart, but coming in 9th grade, you can start off with Global History 9 or 9 Honors, World History 9 Honors. You could also look at some of the electives that we offer. For example, the history through comic books and graphic novels, or history through film, business law, accounting, anything like that. Those courses are each worth 3 college credits. So by the time you're done with your freshman year, if you took 1 elective on this list and a Global History 9 class, you could walk away in your freshman year already with 6 college credits. That's a great start considering it's your freshman year of high school. We also offer a robust summer program. We offer usually 5 different courses that you can take. The courses listed here: sociology, public policy, comparative religions, the Renaissance, and women in history are all offered. Even during the pandemic, we offered a remote option to take this course. We had over 35 students take part in each one of these classes this past summer, earning those college credits and building up their career, getting ready to move forward to the next level.
El señor Lave acaba de explicar la matriculación dual que se ofrece a estudiantes a través de una asociación entre la escuela secundaria y SUNY Farmingdale. Este programa le brinda a los estudiantes la oportunidad de obtener créditos universitarios mientras están en la escuela de Freeport. El costo de los cursos va a ser de $75. Como puede ver en la segunda columna, se ofrecen muchos cursos en la escuela que los estudiantes pueden tomar la oportunidad de tomar, empezando con Historia Global 9 y 9 de honores. Y también pueden tomar una clase electiva empezando en el 9º grado. En el verano también se ofrecen cursos y esta oportunidad pueden ver que se ofrecen clases de religión comparadas, el Renacimiento, mujeres en la historia. Solamente tienen que hablar con su consejero para más información.
One of the programs that we offer at the high school goes in line with the dual enrollment program. It's called Smart Scholars. And Smart Scholars offers, again, with a partnership through SUNY Farmingdale, it gives the students the opportunity to gain the college credits that we just discussed at no cost to the students, okay? Students that are currently on free or reduced lunch program can talk with their counselor at Dodd and say that they're interested in being a part of this program. We have 75 slots available for Smart Scholars, where students can begin accumulating these college credits at no cost. You do not have to go to SUNY Farmingdale after you graduate high school in order to take part in these credits. All SUNY and CUNY schools have an agreement with Farmingdale that they will have those credits transferred to those schools. Some out-of-state schools as well, and some private universities will take these credits as well. This is an amazing program at no cost to the Freeport families and allows students to gain up to 45 credits if they take their summer courses as well. Some of the Smart Scholars offerings, they're pretty much the same, but this would be what your 4-year plan would kind of look like. You're taking your Global History 9, your Global History 10, US History 11, your Participation in Government, and your Economics classes. Those are your required courses. Then you have multiple electives that are offered to you that you can pick and choose as you go throughout your high school career, and you can continue to earn those college credits, plus those summer offerings on top of what are listed here.
So, el programa de Smart Scholars también se ofrece con la Universidad de Farmingdale. Este programa brinda a los estudiantes la oportunidad de obtener créditos universitarios también mientras están en la escuela de Freeport. El programa de Smart Scholars permite a los estudiantes con padres que no han asistido a la universidad, que actualmente están en el programa de almuerzo gratis o reducido, recibir créditos universitarios gratis. No van a tener que pagar para estos créditos. Tenemos 75 puestos y los estudiantes no tienen que ir a la Universidad de Farmingdale para poder usar estos créditos. Como pueden ver, ofrecemos muchos cursos de estudios sociales y electivos. Si le interesa a su hijo o hija, pueden solamente hablar con su consejero una vez más y decirle que están interesados en el programa de Smart Scholars.
We do have another program to discuss that we're really excited about. We have a program called PTech. The PTech program is a 6-year program offered to students through a partnership between Freeport High School and Vaughn College. It's an intensive program where students will ultimately finish a 6-year program with both a high school degree as well as an associate degree in engineering from Vaughn College. The focus is on aeronautical engineering. The students are making a commitment that when they enter as a freshman, that they are going to complete the 6-year program. Once they graduate the high school, they will attend 2 years at Vaughn College. They will have their associate degree in aeronautical engineering or electronic engineering, and they will then be able to go on to get a bachelor's if they choose to. The program covers all costs associated with obtaining the associate degree. So all of your college courses that you're taking at the high school, any of the summer program that you are going to take college credit in during the summer, as well as your 2 years at Vaughn College, your tuition is paid for. So it's at no cost to the students. It's an amazing opportunity. If you know that you want to challenge yourself with high-level math and science courses, and that you really have an interest in engineering, I highly recommend this to you. You can apply again, just like with the Smart Scholars, by talking to your middle school guidance counselor, and we can go through the process of having you added to this cohort, the upcoming second cohort of PTech Vaughn College.
El programa de PTech es un programa de 6 años donde la escuela secundaria va a trabajar con el colegio de Vaughn. Ese es un programa muy intensivo en que los estudiantes finalmente terminarán el programa de 6 años con un título de la escuela secundaria y también un título asociado en ingeniería del colegio Vaughn. Los estudiantes de este programa tendrán la oportunidad de tomar cursos universitarios de alto nivel en matemáticas y ciencia durante los 4 años que estén en la escuela de Freeport. Los estudiantes también participarán en programas de verano y le reforzarán los logros académicos que los estudiantes alcanzarán durante el curso de un año escolar. Todo esto también es gratis y si tienen interés en este programa, una vez más, solamente tienen que hablar con su consejero y dejarles saber que están interesados en aplicar.
The PTech course offerings will begin in your 9th grade year, where you will take social studies, math, science, English, and technology. I'm sorry, math, science, and English courses. As you move forward in each grade, starting in 10th grade, you'll begin to take college credit in your English class, your math class, and your social studies class. So by the time you are finished with your sophomore year, you have already obtained 9 college credits. As you move forward, you're going to accumulate all those credits and move on to Vaughn College with close to 40 college credits, where you will then finish up your associate degree at Vaughn.
Los estudiantes de PTech tienen la oportunidad de tomar cursos en estudios sociales, matemáticas, ciencia, inglés y también en tecnología. I also wanted to take this opportunity to talk briefly about our pathways. We have a pathway catalog that serves as an instrument for career exploration and research, and it provides students the opportunity to identify their interests and then match these interests to required courses and elective courses that we offer at the high school. So students could identify an area of interest, and by using the pathways catalog, they can research what majors are associated with this area of interest, as well as what courses we offer and what clubs we offer. It's a wonderful tool to use, and students do not have to stick to the pathway that they choose. They can explore different avenues throughout their 4 years at the high school, and each year they have the discussion with their counselor about which pathway they have chosen, if they'd like to pursue that pathway, or if they've changed their minds and would like to choose a different pathway. These are all the pathways that we offer at the high school. You could see that there is a wide selection ranging from art and English, health science, performing arts, and of course, all of our STEM pathways. For more information, you could access the pathway catalog by going to Freeport Schools, clicking on the school counseling link, and then it's the first link on the left side of the page. Tenemos un catálogo de pathways o vías que sirven como instrumento para la exploración y investigación de carreras. Este catálogo brinda a los estudiantes la oportunidad de identificar sus intereses. El objetivo es hacer coincidir esos intereses con su programa de cursos y electivos. Los estudiantes tomarán clases que tengan significado y valor para ellos como aprendices. Conocerán la formación y educación que le permitirá acceder a cada nivel de este campo profesional. Como pueden ver en la segunda columna, se ofrecen muchas vías en la escuela secundaria, como arte, inglés, ciencia de salud, tecnología y artes escénicas. Para acceder a este catálogo, solamente pueden ir a la red a freeportschools.org y a la área de consejería escolar y es el primer enlace a la izquierda de la página. Okay. So that was a lot of information. I think we'll have an opportunity for questions and answers. If you'd like to write your questions in the chat in the Q&A, we're be more than happy to answer those for you.
So thank you so much, Mr. Levitt and Ms. Perdomo. We actually had several questions in the chat, and Mr. Levitt definitely answered some of them. However, there are a couple of questions that are still outstanding, one of which is, what does it mean to have an advanced designation?
So an advanced designation diploma demonstrates to colleges and universities that your child has completed the additional Regents exams that I indicated in the beginning of the presentation. So instead of just passing one math Regents, they have passed 3 math Regents. Instead of passing 1 science Regents, they have completed 2 science Regents and the checkpoint B as well. So the difference between a regular Regents diploma and an advanced Regents diploma is the number of required Regents exams that are necessary. And it's an indication to colleges that your child is college and career ready.
Thank you so much. Can you translate that in Spanish?
Sí, la diferencia entre un diploma de regentes y un diploma avanzado es el número de regentes que se requiere. Para un diploma de regentes solamente se requieren 5 exámenes, pero para regentes de avanzado se requieren 3 exámenes de matemáticas, 2 exámenes de ciencia y un examen de idioma extranjero que no es necesario para el examen diploma de regentes. Es una indicación a los colegios o universidades que su hijo está preparado para la universidad.
Muchas gracias. Another question is a very simple one, which is great. Can we have a copy of this presentation? This meeting is being recorded, and we will be able to post this on the website for your view. So thank you so much for asking that. Mrs. Blake asked, Dr. Blake asked, what's the difference between Smart Scholars and dual enrollment? Mr. Levitt?
Sure. So dual enrollment is open to everybody at Freeport High School. When you go into your social studies class or elective class that they offer the college credit in, you'll see an application that allows you to apply for it and pay for the course. And at that time, all of the courses have been that we offer in the social studies department have been aligned to Farmingdale's curriculum. So therefore, why it's called dual enrollment is you're learning at the same time you're doing the work for your high school class, you're also doing the work for the college setting as well. The difference with the Smart Scholars program is it gives an opportunity for students who apply to it and that reach certain criteria, such as either having be on free and reduced lunch, never had a parent go to or attend college. If they're in that program, they don't pay that $75 cost. But either way, it's a tremendous, tremendous opportunity because a course for 3 college credits at $75 is unheard of. The amount just to go to a SUNY to take 3 college credits could be $1,000 or more. So it really is a significant savings that we encourage everybody to take part in.
Ms. Perdomo, thank you so much for translating.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Josh, can you just abbreviate?
Yeah, sure. Basically, the idea is that for dual enrollment, they're going to pay $75 cost, which is a significantly reduced rate from what a normal 3 college credit course offering is. It's about usually $1,000. With the Smart Scholars program, the state's grant is going to pick up the cost of that program, but the students either have to be on free and reduced lunch or have a parent or guardian who never attended college or did not graduate from college.
La diferencia entre la matriculación dual y el programa de Smart Scholars es que la matriculación dual está, todos los estudiantes pueden registrarse y pagar $75 para tomar los cursos. El programa de Smart Scholars es gratis siempre y cuando los padres o la familia califique para almuerzo gratis o reducido, o no tienen unos padres que todavía han asistido a la universidad.
Thank you so much. And the same, we have a few questions here regarding dual enrollment, so let's just address them now. Is dual enrollment only offered to Freeport High School? In the event a child moves to another town in Nassau County, is this program offered elsewhere within the county?
Great question. So each school has a different, so all schools across Nassau County have some version of a dual enrollment program. Our program is a very robust program that we have numerous opportunities that other school districts do not necessarily have. So we have a tremendous course offering. So if you were to come to the high school in 9th grade and then move into a different school, they may have some courses that are dual enrollment courses, but it may not be to the same extent that we offer at the high school.
La pregunta es que si todas las escuelas ofrecen la matriculación dual y si alguien se muda, van a tener esa oportunidad. Todas las escuelas ofrecen algún tipo de matriculación dual. La escuela de Freeport tiene muchos cursos que se ofrecen. Los cursos que se ofrecen van a depender de cada escuela que su hijo o hija se matricule. Así que no van a tener los mismos cursos, pero tal vez van a tener la misma oportunidad de tomar esos cursos.
Thank you. Another question from Miss Jessica. Can my son do PTech and honors classes?
Great question as well. So PTech in itself is essentially an accelerated program because you are obtaining college credits, but I definitely understand the question. So the answer is yes, and it also can be no, though, depending. So if a student is taking a college level course, for example, in the 10th grade year, we discussed the English course is a college level course. They wouldn't be necessarily in an honors English class because they would have to be in that PTech English class to obtain those credits. But that does not mean that they could not be in an honors science class or an honors social studies class at that time. So you can definitely take some honors courses, but it wouldn't be able to take across the board honors. You would be taking those college courses that are in the scope and sequence for PTech.
La pregunta es que si el estudiante puede tomar el programa de PTech y también las clases de honores. El programa de PTech es un programa acelerado porque están tomando clases universitarias y recibiendo créditos, pero hay ciertas clases que se van a tener que tomar para cumplir con los requisitos para sacar el diploma al final del año. Pero sí, todavía los estudiantes van a tener la oportunidad de tomar clases de honores también si tienen un periodo libre o tienen un interés, pero siempre tienen que cumplir con los cursos que son designados para el programa de PTech.
Thank you. Along the same lines, are there only specific classes that receive dual enrollment Smart Scholars? Are there only specific classes that receive that?
Yes. So on the list in the presentation are the listing of all the courses that we offer for dual enrollment or Smart Scholars. So dual enrollment and Smart Scholars offer the same courses because Smart Scholars is just a grant that is paying for those classes. In regards to the course offerings, Each year we are looking to add more courses, but currently that's our list that we have currently.
La pregunta es que si se ofrecen clases específicas para los programas de Dual Enrollment y Smart Scholars, y sí, solamente se ofrecen las clases que enseñé más temprano en la presentación. Las clases de matriculación dual y Smart Scholars son las mismas. La diferencia es que en el programa de matriculación dual, los estudiantes van a tener que pagar $75 y en el programa de Smart Scholars es gratis. Pero las clases son las mismas, pero son clases específicas.
Thank you. Ms. Gilbert O'Mell asks, if my child is in honors, does advanced designation apply?
Yes, advanced designation may apply to any student, regardless if they're in Regents, Honors, or AP classes. All of our students are programs to receive the advanced designation diploma. So la pregunta es que si el estudiante está en las clases de honores, que si pueden recibir el diploma avanzado, y la respuesta es que sí. Todos los estudiantes tienen la oportunidad de tomar o recibir el diploma avanzado si están en un nivel de regentes, honores o AP.
Thank you so much. Our parents have excellent questions here this evening. Wow, that's really wonderful. Ms. Rochelle asks, is Regents a New York State thing only? How does it apply to colleges outside of New York? So how are colleges looking at this outside of New York?
So Regents exams are only offered in New York State. New York State schools, specifically SUNY and CUNY schools, weigh heavily on Regents exams. So they're very important in the admissions process. Outside schools use their discretion depending on the school. Some schools may not look at the Regents exams at all. Some schools may. So it really is at the college discretion if it's an out-of-state school. La pregunta es que si los regentes solamente se ofrecen en el estado de Nueva York, y la respuesta es que sí. Esos regentes solamente son un requisito de graduación en este estado. Las universidades de Nueva York usan estos exámenes para la admisión a las universidades, específicamente los colegios del estado y de la ciudad. Los colegios afuera del estado, algunos colegios usan esos exámenes y algunos no. Van a depender de la universidad que van a aplicar.
Thank you so much. Will dual enrollment credits transfer to colleges outside of New York?
So Farmingdale State College this year got national accreditation, it's called. And what that means is that more schools throughout the country are willing to accept Farmingdale credits at their schools. The way it would work is as you're taking it, if you have an idea now of the school you want to go to, you can look at that school and what kind of credits that they transfer or they don't transfer. I've definitely had students who went out of state and were able to transfer those credits to Farmingdale, but I've also had students who went to certain schools. I know Princeton and Yale, they did not accept the credits from Farmingdale State College, but I do know a lot of state schools, out-of-state schools, did accept those.
Preguntan que si las universidades fuera del estado va a aceptar los créditos que se reciben en los programas de matriculación dual, y va a ser a la discreción de las universidades. Este año la Universidad de Farmingdale ha recibido acreditación nacional y muchas más universidades están recibiendo o aceptando a estos créditos. Pero una vez más, va a ser la discreción de la universidad si van a recibir esos créditos o no. Es muy importante que se comuniquen con los colegios que su hijo está interesado y hagan esas preguntas.
Thank you so much. And there are a couple of questions regarding the Regents exams. Mr. or Ms. Lopez asks, how many times can a student take the Regents exam? Well, you have to take the Regents exam until you pass the Regents exam. And some of our students have to take the Regents exam in middle school. So if you're enrolled in earth science, I believe in algebra this year, the state is still discussing exactly if the Regents exams will be given, but for the most part, we're planning to give specific Regents exams at the end of the school year, according to the state. And this information will be shared with you in due time.
¿Cuántas veces un estudiante puede tomar un examen de regentes que es requerido? La respuesta es que van a tener que tomar ese regentes hasta que lo pasen y puedan graduarse. Este año el Estado todavía no ha decidido si van a dar los exámenes en junio, pero los exámenes se ofrecen en junio, agosto y enero, y los estudiantes van a tener la oportunidad de tomar esos exámenes hasta que los pasen y puedan graduarse.
Someone's also asking about summer classes. For summer program, we are developing a summer program, and we'll be sharing more information with the community at that time. You will have an opportunity to take some summer support classes to be able to transition into the high school. That is something that we've offered in years past, and we will continue to offer that as well. I believe that's the last of our questions. Thank you so much for being here tonight, for being present, for asking us really thoughtful questions, and know that we're here. We are here for you. We are available to you via email. We're available to you on the phone. So please reach out to us as you and your children transition from the middle school to the high school. Know that we are handing them over in absolutely terrific hands. So again, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. This presentation will be available on the Freeport Schools website. Again, have a good evening.